I'm not gonna lie, it was looking pretty good until that laser came out of his eye, and he was like trying really hard not to move. Hey everybody, we're back, and I'm Nathan.
I'm Mina.
And today I'm gonna rant about something while we're reacting to something, okay? So, I just did a little catch-up session with Mina about the original 1995 Mortal Kombat movie, which was...
Terrible.
Terrible. That is the
It
correct
sucked.
answer.
Boo.
Really bad. It was terrible then, and it's terrible now, and it's not terrible in a way that's fun. Like, sometimes terrible movies can be fun. You're like, wow, this movie is terrible, but I'm loving it because of how bad it is. Like a pug.
Because you're expecting it to get better and you keep
Terrible.
watching.
But no, it's just bad all around. And now they've decided, because they haven't wrung enough money from people, that they're gonna make another Mortal Kombat movie. Because first off, there's never been a single good movie based on a video game, right? There's been some decent video games based on movies, but not vice versa. And this is a movie based on a movie based on a video game, which is like 3 degrees of separation from utter dog shit. I haven't watched the trailer yet. This is my immediate reaction, having never seen it before. What this feels like is it feels like it's gonna be the worst part of what G.I. Joe was.
Why is it on trending if it's like that bad?
Maybe it's because it's bad? We haven't seen it. So we'll see what it looks like. It does have currently 10,000 upvotes and only 349 downvotes. So that does bode well, but it's just a trailer. Just because a trailer looks good doesn't mean that the movie will be. But I'll keep an open mind. Can't you tell I'm open-minded about this? Very impartial. It'll be No, very impartial.
Okay, I think we're ready now.
First learned about this 7 years ago. On a mission in Brazil to capture a wanted fugitive. When we got there, it tore through our unit in seconds. The target had
That dude's arms exploded with ice. Did you see that?
I was watching that
They
too.
ice-exploded. Ice-exploded.
human abilities. It had the same marking you do, Cole.
It's a birthmark.
What do you mean?
He was born with it.
It's not a birthmark, Cole.
It's not a birthmark, Cole. Obviously, it's shaped like a dragon. I mean, who has a dragon with a circle around it? That's a birthmark. That's ridiculous. That'd be like if I just had a complete Mona Lisa on my chest, and I'm like, oh, that's a birthmark. I was born with that. Yeah. I mean, I know it's the Mona Lisa, but I was born like that. I can just imagine the mother. She's like,
Oh, thank you so much for delivering my child. But is there something wrong with him?
and the doctor's like,
Oh, no, that's just a birthmark.
and she's like,
But it's the complete Mona Lisa.
and he's like,
Yeah, we see that all the time. Just various, very complex shapes as birthmarks. Yeah, earlier today we saw someone with a complete schematic drawing for a submarine on their ass cheek.
yeah, it's really common.
Throughout history, different cultures all over the world reference a great tournament of champions.
As opposed to a tournament of losers, it's gotta be that tournament of champions, right? Obviously, it's a fighting tournament. The people who are gonna be fighting in it are...
Gonna have to be
They're
champions.
fighters. Yeah, that's unnecessary exposition. They could have shortened that. Didn't need to say of champions. Like, that was some grand...
Explanation.
Yeah,
that was not
grand
needed.
explanation. We're like, of champions? Oh my god. No.
That dragon marking?
Now they know that it's a dragon. Before they were like, that's a birthmark. And they're like, actually, it's a dragon marking? I know that we pretended that dragons didn't exist in this universe until we explained that it's a dragon marking.
I think it's an invitation to fight for something known.
They
He's skilled.
Yeah, but they still need to have, they still need chains shooting directly at you, like right at the camera. They had to keep doing that because it worked so good in the first one.
As Mortal Kombat.
These are your champions.
I'm Sonya. That's Kano.
I'm Liu Kang.
I'm not gonna lie, it was looking pretty good until that laser came out of his eye, and he was like trying really hard not to move because they couldn't like move the effect with him. The effect was totally still. Can we do an instant replay of that? Yeah, look at him, he's like, Kano, pew 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 pew, and he's like, don't move, because they don't have the budget to make the effect move with my head, so I'm just gonna look really straight. Pew 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 pew. Terrible. I was actually feeling pretty excited about this, and then they did the same things that they did in the first one, which is horse special effects, putting them where we really didn't need them. You could tone all of the crazy powers down. Because, like, admittedly, in the game, they had crazy powers. You know, they could, like, rip a person's spine out of their body. We don't need that in a movie. Give me some plot, okay? Make it a plot that intrigues me, and then just imply that there are lasers coming out of people's eyes. You don't need to show them, maybe. Do it. Pay attention. You're just like... What's going on? I'm texting a little. I'm ranting. Why can't you be interested in my rant?
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Walt's is gonna cut that out.
No, leave it in. Show them that you don't give a shit about me.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
But do it like J.J. Abrams, okay? Just give it a massive lens flare so that it's like covered up how bad the effect is. Just like the
They
whole
wanted
screen
the
lights
effects
up.
in there.
I know, but they're terrible. They look like a high school.
Years later, you'd think that, you know,
Yeah, they would have learned. You think they would have learned by the feedback on the first one, which was the special effects were shit. You tried too hard and you failed. And it feels
they
like
get
that's
bad feedback
yeah.
from the first-
Everyone hated it.
Why would they not take that into consideration then? That seems like a bad business model.
Yeah, it does. I agree with you. Okay, let's keep going before I spend 25 minutes ranting about this. We're 1 minute into the video, and just so you guys know, we're 8.5 minutes into this recording. I've had a few things to say.
A couple.
Just a couple.
Maybe one. Just a half a thing to say.
Thanks, Jax.
Kung Lao.
Lord Raiden.
The fate of Earth is in our hands.
Your really cold metal hands.
No matter how many of my people you put in the ground, we will not fail.
Yeah, that chick licking the knife, that looked like shit too. These special effects don't look good. I don't know who made this. Well, they'll probably tell us.
Kill them.
And they got the big four-armed guy back because he was such a favorite in the first one. I'm being sarcastic. He looked like shit then and he looks like shit now.
I'm gonna build a blade of ice instead of buying a blade, which would be far superior to ice. But I'll use this. And it might cut you a little, but it'll definitely give you frostbite.
I am Sub-Zero.
The name wasn't really cool when they came up with it to begin with, and it's not cool now. And it definitely didn't need that build-up to him being like, I am Sub-Zero. It's not cool. It'd be like if you were a supervillain whose name was like Frigidaire, the freezer brand.
That's not even cool.
Yeah, I know, it's not cool. I mean, it's cold, because obviously it's a play on words, but it's not cool. I think we're almost done with this, thank God.
I like that scene.
He stabbed him with his own blood.
Yeah, and the blood turned out to be like
It turned it into ice. Yeah, he froze it and then stabbed it. I mean, I guess, if you're just trying to go for, like, sheer badassery, but, like, also, he could have just had two swords and then stabbed him with the other one. But instead he's like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take your blood and I'm gonna make it into a sword. And then I'm gonna stab you with it. Yeah, that'll be cool. Because I'm Sub-Zero. Did I mention that my name is Sub-Zero? You get it? It's because I have ice powers. So cold. Sub-Zero. Do you guys have like a sweater or something? Because I'm not gonna lie, this is really cold. It's really cold being ice.
Get over here!
More chains directly at the camera. They have to shoot chains directly at the camera. And they had to say the term Mortal Kombat in the movie. They could have just avoided it the whole time.
Why? A lot of movies
It's
say
lame.
at the
No, I
end.
know, but it's lame. It's not a good...
You don't have anything against other movies doing that.
Like who?
I don't know.
Name one.
I can't think of one.
Yeah, she can't think of one where they've got the thing. I mean, sometimes the
But you
name is
never
lame.
had a problem with that.
Yeah, but like Mortal Kombat...
I think you've just been too rough
No,
on
Mortal
this movie.
Kombat is a lame name. It's fine for a video game because it's what it is. It's mortal, as in like, you know, life-threatening danger, and then combat. I don't know why it needed like a K, but okay, as in fighting. I get it. But like, I don't think that they needed to call it like
The Mortal Kombat Tournament.
in the movie. It could have just been like, you know, implied, and it would have been better.
Kano wins. You fucking beauty.
I'm gonna go through a couple of the comments. I think this will be good. The trailer needs Johnny Cage doing the splits and punching groins. Admittedly, that would make this movie more interesting to me. That's Albert Digital. And we've got Chewbacca on Drugs 1130 says, can't tell if it looks good or if they put all the good parts in the trailer. If this is all the good parts in the movie, it's even worse than I imagined. Let's see. Space Marine 633 says, it's a birthmark. What do you mean? He was born with it. Thanks, movie. Never would have figured out what that means otherwise. Yeah, what do you mean it's a birthmark? It means he was born with it. That it was a mark on his body.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
Maybe it's a birthmark. Maybe it's Maybelline. It just has like the full logo of Maybelline, and then underneath it says rinse, wash, repeat. The part when he froze Scorpion's blood and turned it into a weapon or something was very cool and smart. Also, I'm very glad that this is going to be rated R. I don't know if he's too young to watch it and he's glad he doesn't have to because it's rated R, or don't know if he means that he's glad there won't be children in the movie theater because he doesn't like kids. I don't know if it means that he's happy that they can drop a couple of F-bombs. I mean, I know I'll be dropping F-bombs if I'm ever forced to watch this piece of movie. Not because it's so good, but because it's so bad. I'm sorry, that was a woman. Her name is Ava Cherubin. Okay. TSO says, the reason Johnny Cage isn't in this movie is because he's the creative director of it. I guess. I mean, he still could have been in it, though. Let's see if this is another one. Luke Scoop says, I've been waiting for this since I was a child. Really? This is what you've been waiting for since you were a child? Not anything more important like world peace? The cure for cancer? Just a remake of Mortal Kombat? This is what you've been, this is your culminating life event, Luke. This is it. You're like,
I've peaked.
I can just die now. That Mortal Kombat has been remade again. I can die happy. I mean, I was gonna get married, but now that's off the table. Obviously, I'm married to this piece of cinema. Okay then, Luke. More power to you, but you're wrong. Okay, guys, that'll be it for today. Smash that button. It was a pleasure. Let us know if you want us to review anything, react to anything, or generally if you want me to
Get really mad about
something, which I'm really good at. Thank you very much. Again, I'm Nathan.
Amina.
Bye.